Alright, y'all, so it's no secret that the good majority of the player base on NBA 2K right now are mainly casuals, a revolving door of new players recently introduced to the 2K franchise. And this new player base looks at the game very differently than someone like myself who's been playing the game since the very first 2K ever released. Some people in the community look at players like myself and say you're stuck in nostalgia. This is why you can't really accept all these changes that have come to the 2K franchise. You're stuck in the past, homie. Adapt, evolve, get better. But I personally don't feel that's the case, because my main issue and complaint with 2K25 has nothing to do with being good or bad. In fact, I have a 70+ win percentage, and the good majority of the games that we go out there and play, we're getting a W. My main problem is that even in a W, even with a big win, it still feels like a loss. And I want to very quickly reference this post that some of you guys may be in agreement with. And hopefully we could have some open dialogue about this stuff. This post from Jake Berry says, every game has exploits and issues. This is 2K25, not 2K15, 16, 17, 18, or 19. Adapt and get good. People complain because they aren't as good as they was in previous years. So they end up downing the game and complaining about the game. Jake Berry goes on to say, or they was doing certain things to win, etc. And he caps off his post by saying, just play the game and hush. Shout out to Jake Berry for sharing his thoughts on this topic. But I know there's a bunch of little berries out there that share the same sentiment and feel the same exact way. And this will serve as the main topic for this video. We finna get into all the details. If any of you guys are new here, consider dropping a like and a sub. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's get to the video. It's AllCity. Load up that clip. Hey, what's good, y'all? I'm AllCity. As always, appreciate you guys tuning in. One thing I noticed this year more than ever is that the community has been divided, and a lot of players out there seem to be burning bridges. I'm personally thinking we need to bridge the gap. Common ground being that we all want a good experience when we purchase 2K and play 2K. And it's no secret, I haven't personally been happy with the direction that 2K has been taking gameplay since they released 2K on next-gen consoles. They just seem to have gone a whole different direction, and it's extremely noticeable. To some players, that might be a good thing, to some, not so much. In my opinion, 2K used to be a vibe, a way of life, a culture. And in my opinion, that has somewhat collapsed, in turn leaving the little that we have left of the culture heavily divided. Now, for those that don't know, I personally have one of the largest 2K discords in the 2K community. Well over 30,000 players, and I will very quickly add that if you guys want to join, you're welcome to. The link will be in the description below. Since the release of 2K25, in our Discord community, myself along with the AllCity management team have been trying to reinvigorate players' will to want to play this game, adding incentives in our community and things to strive for. We have very recently created a pathway for players, incentivizing them to continue playing by creating attainable goals. Myself, along with the AllCity team, have been out there scouting new players, trying to find some of the best players in the 2K community, trying to get that vibe back. You know, that vibe where you used to be excited to get on 2K? We're trying to reinvent that in our community, and it's happening. I ain't gonna front y'all. Our Discord just be popping. Players on there all day, every day, running in party chats. The party chats are filled. Over this past weekend, I got to experience what 2K once was, at least what it once was for me. We got diamonds in our community, diamonds in the rough, roses that grew from concrete, dudes in the trenches coming up and shining to take their top spot. We have an exclusive chat within our Discord community where we scouted players with a higher level of aptitude for 2K. Because these folks started running every day, they've developed a certain teammate chemistry. Myself, along with the AllCity team, have been watching these players evolve. We're out there every day running with folks. So over the past couple days, we wanted to take the higher echelon of players and create a certain level of separation so that lesser skilled players have something tangible to aspire to. We gave it a trial run. We call these players the AllCity Lunatics. Players, when they get on the court, they just go crazy. This past weekend was supposed to be their trial run to see if they got what it takes. We lined up multiple teams to run against them, and they wiped them out one by one. And not only that, they went into Pro-Am to beat the #1 team in the world. The level of height and support from the entire community was something reminiscent of what I personally used to experience in the old days. Let me pull up this secondary screenshot showing the score and the players that we had on the court. Chabello, Caros, some random black guy, and I'm not just saying that, that's his actual username, Old School, and Nasty Nat. Salute to them boys for going out there and handling their business, playing and winning against the #1 team in the world. Just a beautiful thing. The reason why I'm sharing this story with you guys is because you all that are watching right now have access to these type of players, all good people, everybody open in our Discord is non-toxic. We don't accept anything less. So we have a bunch of good players that are open, willing, and able to help you guys get better. Maybe you need a new jump shot. You need to know what type of player to make. Maybe you want to learn and play in a more structured environment. This is all available in the AllCity Discord, and I invite you guys to join today. The link will be in the description below. You know, a huge question in the community right now is whether or not you could have fun on 2K25. Me personally, I have found it difficult throughout the year to really find enjoyment playing the game, but watching what just transpired within our Discord community, it reinvigorates my spirit to want to play even more. You guys remember the post that I referenced in the intro from Jake Berry and how I mentioned that there's a bunch of little berries out there that I'm sure share the same sentiment as Jake. There's certain facts in what he said. 2K25 is surely not anything even close to the older 2Ks. It doesn't even have any resemblance. What I didn't show you guys is that this was a response to the good homie Badge Plug. Badge Plug responding back to Jake Berry says, as a community, people desperately, in caps, desperately need to stop thinking every critique of the game is a skill issue or a lack of adapting. Badge Plug goes on to say, the best record I've ever had in 2K history was in 2K21. He shares his stats of 800 wins and 9 losses at one point. He said, and I hated that game so much, it lost me and the only 2K logo I ever got in a few months. I really despised NBA 2K21 as well. That joint was just so watered and dumbed down. He goes on to ask Jake Berry, now my question to you, Jake Berry, is do you have any metric of proof that you've ever been near my level on the game? Proof of beating anyone good, something as simple as a park record or a screenshot. My point is, I bet you don't have a single metric of proving or showing you adapt better to the game than I do, yet you will still blindly say my critique is a skill issue. And I wanted to share this response because a lot of complaints get lost in translation. Like, my main complaint has nothing to do with a skill issue and never has. Every year since the release of 2K on next gen, we've had winning records. So at this point, instead of going back and forth with players who have a different perspective on the game, I want to help bridge the gap, and to help me do that, I want to reference another post from Badge Plug. Badge starts off his post by saying, I believe just like with anything that some people just no matter what want to be on the other side to be different. But here's what I want with 2K. One of the first things he references is 0 slider adjustments throughout the game, no forced momentum, just let the person who deserves to win the game. And this is mainly to the new players that have recently joined the 2K franchise who don't understand a lot of veteran players' complaints. The reason why Badge says 0 slider adjustments, no forced momentum, and just let the person or team of players who deserve to win, let them win the game, is because in 2K25, it is very noticeable that 2K is getting involved and outright determining who wins the game by the algorithm that they have in place. And this is something that almost no veteran 2K player would be in agreement with, because that's not how 2K games used to play out. When I say if you were a sweat on 2K because you invested time into practicing and getting better, no average or casual player was going to be able to get on the court and beat you. In fact, I don't know if you guys remember this, oftentimes if you had any type of win streak, players just wouldn't even want to get on the court. Like, they really had no pride, no balls. So if you were streaking, you had to wait even a longer amount of time to find players who were brave enough to play against you. 2K never got in the way and determined the outcome of games. It was all based in the skill of the player. Anyway, I'll continue on with Badge's post. He says, if I'm down 0 to 20, I do not, in capital letters, I do not want the game to start giving me favorable animations, lowering my opponent's green window, or anything of that nature. Why is that too much to ask? And if you feel differently about the sentiment I'm trying to express here, please let me know your thoughts on why you think it's okay for 2K to give losing teams a boost to their players, simply because they're down in a game and they don't share the same skill level. Badge continues on by saying, let the winner of the game solely be up to the user input, meaning that skill dominates. You have a higher level of aptitude for 2K, you play better because you invested more time and learned more things, you're a more advanced player, it should show. Badge continues on saying, no manipulation. Let me lose if I'm playing bad and the same should go for my opponent. And he poses the question to 2K, is that too much to ask for? I pose the same question to you guys. Is that really too much to ask for? Because when people are complaining about the game, these serve as the foundation of those complaints. 2K just getting way too involved. And you guys let me know if you feel differently. You don't even share this sentiment. I'm open to dialogue, so share your feedback in the comment section below. But I feel like nobody really wants training wheels, man. Most players, whether casual or competitor, just want to know that if they're practicing their jump shot, they learn their release cue. If they're open on the court, they want to be able to knock that down. Most players like the idea of having more fluidity in your dribble moves. Most players don't mind losing against more advanced players. And if they want to win, they'll seek out to play against players in their skill level. But we should all be able to retain that option. Say we want to get better, we're going to have to play against higher skilled players. If we just want a casual experience, then we'll play against players at our skill level or below. There's where the 92 rec came from. The 2K community always finds a way. So for the folks out there who are confused about where the complaints are derived, it seems to me that they're mainly derived from the aspect of us feeling like 2K is just way too involved, and we want them to kind of step back and give players back the control that they deserve. I'm curious to know what you guys think about this stuff. Again, this was all in an effort to help bridge the gap, so I'm open to dialogue. Share your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. If any of you guys are new here, drop a like and a sub on your way out. I'll catch y'all on the next video. Easy, y'all. If you guys are tired of running with randoms and you're looking for players to run with on NBA 2K, come on out and join the AllCity 2K Discord. The link will be in the description below. Find players and get runs now. Drop a like and drop a sub on your way out. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.